So the kids are gonna be having McDonald's tonight. I'm still not feeling 100%, but my baby's gotta eat.
Look at this crap. So sad.
Chicken nuggets. And then I'm gonna do a 10-piece nugget for my big baby Julia. Nice.
This is very, very bad. You hear the kids in the background? So now you see, right? Because I explained this to people the other day on the panel when I said, listen, the newest thing and the newest craze that is happening on social media, and so I had to prove myself to be right. And the thing that is basically getting all of the likes and all of the pop and part of the algorithm and all of that stuff is basically women. There's a ton of women that are now coming to the forefront and saying, hey, listen, I'm a 26-year-old pregnant mom of 6. In this instance, I think she's a 26-year-old pregnant woman that's also have 6 children. I also believe that she was the one, and I don't know if I did a review video of this or not, but she was the one that had like this super filthy house, and then she was cleaning it up, and then she put the mop water inside of the regular sink and all of this stuff. And so it was bad. It was really bad. But basically what's happening on the internet right now is there's a ton of women. I've seen some that say that they homeless, what they got 9 kids, and all of the kids be in the back. I seen one that said that they was living out of a hotel and all of this stuff. And so I've seen at least 7 women, at least 7 different women, and now they're all like comparing them, and people are comparing them against each other, and they're basically saying, yo, I am this, and this is my problem, but don't judge me because I'm a good mom. And then if you go down in the comments, I wish I had the comments up right now. If you go down in the comments of a lot of these women's videos, what they are starting to show you is that they are basically under duress, but there's a bunch of other women that support it, love it, defend it, and they are getting huge followings. Now, I'm not really sure what the fascination is of following women that live less than stellar lives, and a lot of them are on government assistance or a lot of them homeless. Another thing that's really popping off on social media right now is there's a lot of women that are begging. So while on one hand you see a lot of women that say that there ain't no good men that measure up to us because we're the most educated and we making all of the money, cap. The statistics and the data say something different. You have another demographic of women that are also begging. These women sometimes are single mothers. Sometimes they are just single women. Sometimes they just saying, oh, I couldn't get an ID in this state because it was expired and all of this stuff. So I'm seeing a whole lot of videos. Maybe, you know what, over this weekend when I have time, I'm going to do a whole, putting together a bunch of the different videos, right? I'm going to do a whole summary of a bunch of all of the videos, and I'm going to show you in one foul swoop a summary of what is popular on social media as far as what's trending, what's popping, who's getting the most followers and stuff, of basically women that are supporting women that are begging, that are also living under duress and making bad decisions and not being held accountable for their decisions. And as you can see right here, this is not a nutritious meal. Not even cooking, not making the meals from scratch. Everything is processed food, pre-processed. Everything is government assistance, high sugar, stuff that's not good for you. Chicken nuggets, fries for children that are growing. And then we wonder why they can't pay attention in school, why they allegedly got ADHD. Everybody has got autism. Ain't nobody growing the way that they supposed to. They being born with their eyes already crossed. We used to call these crack babies back in the 80s because all of the parents and all of the people was all doped up and taking drugs. And a lot of the time they had this passing into their system into their children. We wondering why their kid got 8 toes and everything is just messed up because the thing, and this is why I said that the culture is trash, the things that we celebrate the most are absolutely abysmal. And it's not even good. It's not even best for the children. Like, this is some type of fetish. I'm going to just be honest with you. There's an attraction. I did a video earlier today of a woman taking Plan C. I didn't even know that there was a such thing as a Plan C. I was late to the party and finding out that there was a Plan B. I'm so thankful that I am protected against all of this nonsense. And the only reason I know about all of the issues that a lot of these women are standing up for, meaning that they're advocating for the thing that's worse for them, is because you guys send it to me and it becomes a part of my algorithm. It's so bad that I have to basically create a separate account so that my own personal algorithm isn't messed up, because I don't want to be recommended videos as trash. So I have to look at the videos that y'all send me on a completely different account so that I don't get bombarded with trash on my regular account and I can keep the trash on a separate account. It's that bad. And right now, there is a ton of women. The whole algorithm, the whole trend, the whole thing that's blowing people up is begging. It's begging talk, begging IG. Well, I'm not on Facebook, but begging on all of these platforms except for YouTube. YouTube is one of the safest platforms for you to consume because it is long form content. It is largely built off of long form content. So you actually have to have a decent attention span to listen to the things that you see on this platform. But for all of these other platforms, my God, I can't believe the amount of women that are independent, that are loved, but at the same time, they're about to get evicted and they getting their car repossessed. I seen women with videos where the girl was champion. Let me know if y'all seen this one. She jumped up, she was popping champagne because she had put her car out on the curb because she knew that the repo man was coming and they were coming to actually take her vehicle. Amazing. Crazy. And you know what the worst part about this video is? Is that she's actually pregnant again. Oh my God, dog. I was stressing as a man that made an extraordinary income. And I have had my ups and downs, but I'm telling you, I had went through a down and I was like, my God, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be able to have another kid, because I'm gonna have to put everything I got into making sure that the kid that I have is going to be straight and going to be successful and gonna be taken care of. No way in the world that I'm gonna be able to pull this off. And by the grace of God, with all of the blessing and being able to keep my wife a stay-at-home mom the entire time and her pulling into it, and I still be thinking to myself, like I had if you look at my vlog, I had a conversation the other day with my daughter when I was in Mexico, and we was in Mexico, and she was like, yo, Dad, I want you to be even more involved with my tournaments and stuff as I'm growing into my greatness. And I was like, I feel you. I mean, I can't slight her. I can't sit there and say that it's not valid for her to ask me to even be more involved as much as I've been involved in her life since she was born. But y'all got 6 and pregnant with a 7th and y'all feeding y'all children McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's nothing you could do about it. So you just got to inform the people that are a part of it, and you just got to kind of watch the crash out in real time, because they're going to sit there and defend themselves and you're going to get a whole bunch of hyenas. You know what I'm saying? Lions, tigers, and bears that come after you on social media. If you start to say, man, this is less than ideal, we probably should do something a little bit different. You know, I ain't got the patience that I used to have when I was a younger man. When I was 42, I just recently turned 43. So I'm a little bit more reserved with my commentary than I used to be. If y'all seen me back in the day, it was a little bit different. Anyways, make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Let me know what you think inside of the comments, man.